Hi jet setters again. We are on our way to the local town today of Calci, which is in the valley of Val Graziosa in Tuscany. A historical town with buildings that date back to the 11th and 12th century. So stay tuned. So here we are at our first location. This is the Parroquia Santi Giovanni Evangelista Ermolao, and I hope I said that right. This is the local parish church of Calci. It's got an incredible history that I will tell you about. Let's see if we can have a closer look.
The Parish Church of St. Giovanni Evangelista ed Ermolao in Calci is a beautiful Romanesque church dating back to the 11th century. It's known for its simple yet elegant facade and its bell tower, which is one of the oldest in the area. The church is also home to a number of valuable works of art, including a 15th century crucifix and a painting of the Madonna and Child. First off, let's talk about this font. A bit battered, but it's seen generations, so little uns get christened, hasn't it? And these stained glass windows, now they're a sight. All those colours, telling stories from the Bible, proper works of art, they are. Now, look at this statue, oh Mary. A bit of a stunner, isn't she? And them candles, always a flickering, a symbol of hope and prayer. Right, let's move on to the altar area. That black and white checkerboard floor, a bit posh, innit? And those Egyptian-style columns, a bit out o' place, but they add a bit o' character. Them paintings on the wall, now there's something else. All those saints and angels looking down on us. And that dome ceiling, ornately decorated. It's a masterpiece. Now, check out this cross, a bit gruesome, but it reminds us of the sacrifice of Jesus. And that organ, with all those pipes, it must sound magnificent. Finally, we've got these confessional booths, a bit spooky, if you ask me. But they've heard some secrets, that's for sure.
So there we are. Hope you enjoyed the look around the local church. And the other place that is very historic in Calci is the Charterhouse. Is it a well? Maybe to stop anybody falling down. Hello! Hello!
Calci town centre ain't no big smoke, but it's got its own charm. It's a proper chill spot, where you can grab a bite at one of them traditional trattorias or sip on a coffee in a cosy little cafe. The streets are narrow and winding, full of old buildings with a bit of history. It's like stepping back in time, innit? The countryside roundabout is stunning, with rolling hills and vineyards. It's the perfect escape from the hustle and bustle.
And we're about to go and check out a coffee shop on our way to the next destination and see if it's true if they do if they do a cappuccino past 11 AM. So here we are at Casa Parola. We're here for coffee, more coffee. Maybe I'll have a soft drink. I think I've had 4 coffees already. So it turns out it is possible to get a cappuccino after 11. And it didn't even raise an eyebrow. We've had our drinks and now we're heading down the road to the Charterhouse of Calci. You can see Montserrat up there. We're surrounded by hills in this valley. I don't know what kind of tree this is. olive groves. I think on the top of this hill it might be like a castle or something. So this monastery that we're heading to has a very, very interesting history, and one that affects the whole of the region of Calci. In the 11th or 12th century, the monks, the Carthusian monks, were very active in this area, and the monastery was built. And in the mountains, Mount Pisano, an artifact was discovered. The artifact was called the Heart of Valle Graziosa, which is the name of the valley here. And this artifact was supposed to have magical properties that could control the weather. And the local monks used that to ensure bountiful harvests. And they hid this artifact in the walls of the monastery. But the secret didn't last for long, and indeed attackers came and wanted to steal the artifact for themselves. But when that happened, there was an almighty storm broke out, according to local legend, and it virtually wiped out the entire village. Now, so to protect the place, the monks decided to hide the artifact back in the mountains somewhere around this site. And we still have fantastic weather in this region to this day due to the magical powers of the artifact, which is hidden somewhere in these beautiful valleys. Another side note of this story is, due to the power of the artifact, this monastery here became the centre for learning and spirituality in the whole area. And here we are walking towards the entrance to the Calci Charterhouse.
Alright, me duck, let's talk about the Calci Charterhouse. Now, this place is a real beauty, a bit of a hidden gem, if you ask me. It was built way back in 1366, and it's got a bit of history, that's for sure. The monks who lived there, they were a bit of a strange lot, always off on their own, praying and meditating. But they sure knew how to build a fancy place. The architecture is top-notch, especially that Baroque facade. It's a real eye-catcher. Nowadays, it's not monks who call the shots, it's scientists. The place is now a museum packed full of weird and wonderful stuff. You can see all sorts of creatures, big and small, and even some dinosaur bones. It's like a real-life Noah's Ark. So, if you're ever in the area, it's well worth a visit. Just don't expect to see any monks wandering around.
So this place opens at 2 p.m. if you would like a guided tour if you're in the area. That one's blank and that one has a statue in it. So that's the monastery. Let's head back to the villa for a spot of lunch.
They were advertising the job.
That dog's like a wolf. Maybe that's the werewolf dog that we hear. The one that we hear howling in the mornings. Everything's ready for Halloween tonight. This is proper Tuscany, very picturesque little quaint town. There's the church again. And we'll be coming back to Calci this evening to go to Margot's restaurant, where we'll be getting some authentic pasta, hopefully. So keep watching and you'll see how that is. These gates are quite Halloween-like, aren't they? It's exhausting. No. Oh. Oh, it hid away. It's nice and fresh.
Yeah. We've got some balsamic.
Yeah, balsamic reduction. I like your costume for Halloween.
Thank you. Thank you. Very appreciate
A proper pizza. Authentico. More ghosts and ghouls. Grazie mille. But we got our pizza to take away. No tomato sauce inside it, is there? It's